Hi there, Scorpio. Here's a general look at your solar chart for April 2009. And I think this month work and pleasure are going to be walking hand in hand. And you know, you're going to be putting energy into the jobs, into the work, into the chores, and maybe making healthier lifestyle choices. Some of you will be wanting to get fit now. This will be a good time for you to get productive, get practical, get cracking. But it looks as though you're going to be doing this in a rather sort of light-hearted environment where you're going to feel appreciated, you're going to feel more relaxed, and it's quite outgoing. It's actually a wave that's pushing you outwards rather than the undertow pulling you inwards. So that's good news. And you can get a lot done, and also you can get a lot done in the company of others as well this month. You're in a huge cycle of finding your sort of level in the hierarchy of things, and this month obviously is no exception. But you are, if you're bearing in the back of your mind that you're working towards finding your niche, finding your place in the grand scheme of things, then you won't be going far wrong. So yes, you should be feeling more appreciated, and in fact for some of you romance could be coming your way, particularly between, I would say, from the 11th to the 24th. That's a time there when there could be a fun energy around, and you know, if it's appropriate for you, a romantic energy around. But this supportive energy, this rather loving, balancing energy is mostly in your health area. So you've really got a good chance. You'll get support there from somebody, quite consistent support there from somebody. If it's a health, you know, if it's health that you're concerned about, fitness and so on. But also you'll get consistent input of supportive, helpful contribution coming from someone, could be a female, in your area, connected to work, what you're doing, you know, for your everyday job. It'll be an easier environment for you, one way or another, to work in. Or if you want to get healthy, then to, you know, to do that, you eat the right foods and so on. Now also you're in a very, very big cycle of changing the way you think, as a matter of fact. It's like your ruling planet has now gone into an area to do with communications, media, that kind of thing, but also how you think, how you see things. And over this huge cycle, which will be more than 10 years, so really you will be feeling it, but unless you were born right in the very beginning of the sign of Scorpio, in the first 4 days or so, it won't be that much of a factor. But you will be ditching old views and ideas and belief systems, and then a fresh set of ideas and ideals will be sprouting, rising up, shooting up from the ashes of what is no longer true for you, what is no longer viable and valid for you. So it's very much this month, a month for you to be getting it together, being practical, being productive, being competent, being efficient, being, if you need to do health stuff, self-disciplined. And socially, there's bound to be plenty of smiles along the way, Scorpio, just to kind of lift you and raise the energy. And you should be feeling more creative and more spontaneous. Now remember, you're in the closing phases of this integration into a community or tribe. That's to say, from the astrological standpoint, you will have completed this learning, or you would have had some troubles with people, I guess, who maybe would have made you doubt their motivation, their integrity over last year. And there could have been a little bit of a power struggle for you going on there. And so you're in the closing phases of this. You're in the completion phase now. So you've learned a lot about people along the way, and maybe your faith in humanity will be restored over this closing phase. But you still are learning, and you still need to understand that in order to find your true place, or integrate into a group context, or in an organization, or within your tribe, your community, or friends, making friends, it's a long, slow process. And if you understand that you need to be patient, that whilst you're climbing the ladder of success, then you will get to the top, and you will be, you will achieve what you need to achieve and what you want to achieve, and get the right contacts and people on side that you need. So there's going to be more demands on you, I guess, around about the 5th, related to those sorts of things. Maybe you get blocked there. You feel like something isn't quite gelling or clicking. Better just to leave it, just let it go at that point there. On the 15th, well, there could be a chance meeting, or somebody turns up out of the blue. There could be a fun event, actually. It could be really enjoyable, and you get the chance to play, you get the chance to feel at ease and make a good impression. It could be a bit risky, though. There could be just a little bit of an edge to it there. And on the 11th, well, there's the chance for you to broaden your horizons in some way. Maybe it's related to the home and your work. Maybe you'll be able to expand in some way from the home, or the home base is kind of moving in some way. It could be that, or there's some sort of sense of expansion connected to where you are actually at that time on the 11th. And then when Mercury moves on the 9th, there you're going to be taking on board information from other people, maybe holding a lot of facts and information in your mind, getting a mental rapport going, getting a mutual understanding going there with somebody else. And it will be very valuable for you then, Scorpio, to be good at listening and not skipping details. And then when the sun moves on the 20th, that's going to be a real sort of team orientated time, where you will be working productively along with others, or in fact, if it's in your personal life, you will get something achieved by collaborating, by putting two heads together, because two heads will be better than one then. And your personal and working type relationships are going to be blossoming over the month of April, and I think you're going to be enjoying yourself. And towards the end of the month, you're going to be working harder, more focused on work, but still I think there is this really good energy of cooperation around you all month. Well, that's it for April. If you know your rising sign, have a listen to that too.